Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. Finally, welcome back, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Jamaica is very nice. But I felt kind of weird because it's
when you
like
on that horse with that slave behind in front of you?
No, I was perfectly fine there. I felt right.
Feels okay.
It's very weird, right? Because
Celtics jersey dragging in the ocean or no?
we stayed at a really nice resort, right? But it's in the middle of nowhere, right?
Like he had to travel through the ghetto.
Yeah, that drive.
We had to cross an armed checkpoint.
Nigga, what the fuck were y'all?
Because someone was shot near that resort, and they were like, "You fucking with our money."
Yeah.
So there was an armed checkpoint, but it was nice. We got out.
Wait, where were you in Jamaica? Kingston, right?
No. We flew into Montego Bay and we stayed in near Westmoreland, and we went to Negril and it was nice. We went off from the resort to do the most white people thing that I've ever done, which is ride ATVs through a shanty town.
So you drove ATVs through a real Jamaican neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, you're like, no.
They were like, we're going to keep going. Hey, from the safety of this ATV.
Safety?
And
they going to steal that ATV.
You ain't got no windows.
Yeah, I know. I know, but my foot got right on that gas pedal when it's time to go. I got to do marijuana. Right, like we saw this.
What does that mean? You got to do marijuana.
I got to do it. Right, like we saw. We saw this field where the shit just grows, right? And my wife picked up a leaf, right? So I picked up the leaf and then I smelled it, and I'm like, "Wow, I'm high!" Right? Like that's how you do marijuana, right?
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it. That's what all the arrests are about. People just sniffing a leaf.
Yeah, I don't see what the big deal is, guys. Let these people sniff their marijuana leaves.
That's fine. No big deal.
My wife was like, we should take this home.
Nigga,
like,
are you out of your
fucking mind? Take this marijuana leaf home? No, we're not. No, we're not taking this back to the resort. Nah, get out of my face.
Nah, yo, you get that. That's how you're gonna end up in a Jamaican prison.
You're gonna take it as a
souvenir. A souvenir. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, that makes you a drug trafficker.
Yeah. What the fuck? Again, have you seen Locked Up Abroad? I feel like she has not seen that.
God,
shit.
damn.
Oh my god! Wow.
She's a lawyer.
I know.
No. She's not a criminal lawyer.
No, not at all.
Clearly not.
But it was very nice. But it I felt kind of weird, right? Because it's like it's a clear case of like the haves and the have-nots.
Oh yeah.
And it just felt, I don't know, it just felt kind of, that was always in the back of my mind as we're, being pampered. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but did you stop getting pampered?
Of course not. I mean, I'm paying good money for this shit. Goddamn.
Yeah, I paid for this.
I'm helping their economy. Goddamn.
How benevolent of you. I've come to the poor people to help them.
But no, I would go back. It's very nice.
Yeah. Oh, really? Really? You would go back to Jamaica? No
Yes,
kidding.
I would go back to Jamaica and do marijuana again.
Really living on the edge. All right. And checked out this week. There's a review up for Knives Out. Brad and I sat down to do that. A rare review by Brad. I think the last one he did was Blade Runner 2049.
God, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's that rare that I remember exactly which one it was. And then there's a review for Frozen 2 that Carrie and I sat down and did as well. Those are both in the Coming Distractions podcast feed or on youtube.com/the Nerdpocalypse. Somebody wrote stuff on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I watched stuff on Disney Plus because I wasn't here to talk about it. So I started watching Darkwing Duck. The show holds up, man. Really does.
How does it look? I haven't had a chance to actually.
It looks just like you remember it looking.
Yeah.
So it's basically 480.
It's ugly, but it's there.
Wait, say again.
4:3 ratio.
4:3. Yeah, okay.
I watched a short called Float.
Oh, I hear this is good.
It's very good. It's about this dad who has a child that can float, and and he's kind of trying to, he loves the kid, but whenever someone comes around, he tries to hold the kid down and prevent him from floating around. And it's an obvious metaphor for, the child being extraordinary and the dad trying to make the kid ordinary.
Sure.
So that everyone else will, think that he's normal or whatever. And
wow, this Darkwing Duck really does look like I remember.
Exactly.
Really quite shitty.
And I watched the they had like a little making of, and the guy was Filipino, and he was like, and it's based off of his life. His son is like autistic or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yeah, I started doing this. This is my first time directing. I started doing this, and the original characters were, going to be this white dad and this white kid. And one of my friends came up to me and said, why are you making them white? He was like, well, yeah, because that's what white people want to see, right? And dude was like, no, this is your story.
Yeah, make it about you.
Make it about you. Make them Filipino American. And he was like, yeah, I'll do that. And it was a sweet little story. I watched another short. I can't remember what it was. It was about a bird. I can't remember. I watched The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yep, I've seen both episodes.
Yeah,
I've seen the second episode.
Yeah, I seen the second episode.
It's about ice cream.
Okay. What did you think of those?
I like it. I like it a lot. Actually. Yeah. The sneaker one was fucking fascinating. I didn't know niggas spent that much fucking money. Yo, that one transaction, he was like, yo, we can get all these sneakers for like 40,000. For however much. And he was like,
40,000?
Yeah, this nigga pulled out like a goddamn fanny pack full of money.
Full of money, like just a wad.
And he was like, yeah, we can't have this on camera. He just I think it was like $20-something thousand worth of shoes. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like how many shoes?
It was a rack full.
Yeah.
But
like one rack?
Look, I don't know.
I don't know how much shoes cost.
I think it was I can't have. It was quite a few pairs.
I don't understand sneakerheads because I find most modern tennis shoes to be really ugly.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like super colorful snake shoes. But and then he had his own shoes made. Yeah, which were kind of dope. I'd have rocked them.
Yeah,
they were all black,
so right? Because they were all one color and looked good. Like,
yeah,
they didn't look like a bunch of Skittles threw up on them.
And then
within like weird like cheetah fur for some reason.
Yeah,
this is some of that bullshit that Deacon wears. It's really weird.
But they're good. He is a weird dude, man. I told you guys this. I'll tell you people listening here. Jeff Goldblum has turned into the Adam West version of Adam West on Family Guy. He's just a crazy old dude, right? And it's like, is he like this for real?
I think he is.
I think he might be, because if it's not, like,
he's a phenomenal actor if he's not just weird.
I think he's
never not like that.
I think he's just a generally weird guy. And I think he's been a generally weird guy.
Yeah.
I think he's just an eccentric guy, and like I guess he was just raised to just be like, that's fine. And he just kept going.
Yeah.
It's clearly worked out for him.
But those episodes are only a half hour piece. They're easy to watch. And if you like documentaries, interesting people talking about things that they're interested in, it's good. Leonardo, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I watched the Clone Wars movie because I told Leonardo I would watch the Clone Wars, right? Because he swears by it.
Nah, fuck that guy.
But he did warn me that the movie and the first season are a little rough. No shit.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember which one. Wait, Clone Wars?
So it's the Clone Wars, right? And then the Star Wars Clone Wars, which is the TV show. He says start with the movie first, then start with the TV show, then do, I think, Star Wars Rebels or whatever.
Okay.
I watched the movie. I mean, that movie is not
good.
No, it's not good.
I think this is the one that I tried to watch a number of years ago, and I was like, okay, this is... Maybe I didn't see the movie, but I saw the first season or parts of the first season of the show, and I was like, this is bad.
So the animation...
And apparently it's gotten better.
And that's why I'll stick with it, because he said it gets better. But the first season is a little rough, and the movie's a little rough. The animation is stilted in the movie. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to watch. And then, I I listen for voices, and because voice acting is interesting to me, and what people might not know about voice acting is that when actors do VO, they're not in the same room acting, right?
Right, it's all separate.
Yeah, it's all separate, and it's up to the director to pull the performance that you need out of them and then mash it together, which is why a lot of VO in the 90s was fucking horrible because nobody knew what they were doing, right? This isn't 90s bad, but you can hear the conversations are kind of pieced together. Like you can hear Anakin Skywalker say something. You can hear Ahsoka say something. And you can tell they're not in the same room saying it.
Yeah, that would bother me.
Yeah, it's very odd. But I mean, the movie. I would skip the movie, to be perfectly honest with you.
No problem.
I started the first season, but I'm only one episode in, so I can't really speak on those. But they're only 20 minutes each.
Okay, that's not so bad.
What else did I watch? I'm leading up to the thing that is the most interesting. And that's The Mandalorian. And
way to lead up to that.
Well,
I'm here.
I'm here. The Mandalorian is great. It's I love that this is a Star Wars story that doesn't involve Jedi, that doesn't involve the Skywalker family in any way, right? Because it fleshes out the world, man. Like the world is so much bigger than that. And I understand like the movies and stuff like. I understand the movies being centered around that because that's the story.
Sure.
But there's a whole nother other world that's interesting. Like who don't like bounty hunters, yo?
Yeah, it seems like shooting fish in a barrel to me.
Right. And then it's literally, like you said last week, Terrence, it's a space western. Like the dude literally comes into a bar and they start a bar fight. Right? And you immediately you see this badass lone gunslinger and all of a sudden he has to take care of something that he initially didn't really give a shit about. Mm-hmm. Like it's classic Western.
Like when he walks, it sounds like he's got spurs.
Right.
But it's like other shit on his body.
Right.
It's like on purpose.
Jingling and, yeah, right.
And then the Mandalores are like you mentioned last week, Jay. My first experience with the Mandalores in Star Wars was in Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, so I'm not alone on that.
Yeah, where you meet this guy named Canderous Ordo, and he's a Mandalorian, and like the Mandalorians are kind of like the Klingons of the Star Wars universe. Like they're all about warrior. They're all about like honor but they're like fierce warriors and shit. Like he would tell all these stories of why the Mandalorians and the Jedi don't get along and shit, and it's really, really interesting. So I'm glad that the Mandalorian is here to flesh out the world a little more, and there are more things to care about than just Jedi and Sith.
What do you think about the second episode?
Second episode was, first of all, I didn't know that was Nick Nolte. Of all people.
The guy had no idea.
But I enjoy it. I enjoyed that too. The first one left with a big cliffhanger. The second one, how many episodes is it?
There's only 2 so far.
No, it's supposed to be like 8
total.
Because I'm kind of curious as to.
Do you think they split the first episode into 2 since there was 2 episodes last week?
No, it wasn't 2 episodes. No, when it launched, it only had the one, and then
He's saying was it
because Disney Plus launched on Tuesday, and the shows they air Friday.
Oh, I see.
So you think like the next couple episodes are going to be an hour long?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they'll be
40 minutes,
anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, which is probably why the Mandalorian looks so good.
Yeah,
because it's not an hour long.
Yeah, budget's tight. Or, I mean, you could make them an hour long. You just have to shorten the amount of episodes.
Right. And, I see what they're doing. You get people to come back more and more instead of just coming back 4 times.
I mean,
8 times.
I mean, here's the thing. The Mandalorian does make a solid argument for doing week to week.
Yeah.
Because
I don't mind week to week, man.
I mean, people are like, I want to binge it. But at the same time, like, I get that notion. I truly do. But it's a lot to make a show like, let's say The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian, I think, has the same kind of budget that the Marvel shows that they're doing have, right?
Yeah.
So they're like a $200 million show. Yo, they just put out a $200 million product, and you're like, binged it, next thing, and they're just like, don't need it. You're like, fuck, dude, we did all this work.
They want you to fucking keep the goddamn service.
Right.
I mean,
goddamn, there's so many ways that you can get this thing for free. They don't want you to watch it and then be done with it.
Right.
Like all of their shows are week to week because the Jeff Goldblum. Only 2 episodes because.
Right, same thing. And like, I know people are now used to the idea of everything being like hyper bingeable, but they've got a bunch of shows. There's everything else on there is hyper bingeable. You can watch Darkwing Duck, you can watch DuckTales, you can watch whatever you want that's already been out. But look, if they want to do week to week, I got enough stuff to watch.
Right.
And if Netflix keeps doing all of their like everything gets dumped at once, it's fine. That's fine. I mean, what's funny is I'm hearing people say they are waiting to watch all The Mandalorian or like Watchmen. They're waiting to watch all of it. And I'm thinking to myself, they're like, well, I just don't want to wait. But you're already waiting.
Yeah.
Like, you're just making yourself wait 8 weeks. And they're like, yeah, but I want to watch the next episode.
And then hopefully it doesn't get fucking spoiled for you.
Right.
That's a lot, you know.
Like you can't get mad if something. You can't get mad if somebody. I mean, if you don't care about spoilers, then fine. But I'd like to go in and actually watch things.
Right, like that's the problem with
I don't like when
binging.
shit is spoiled for me. That shit makes me very angry.
Right. Like The Mandalorian, I definitely don't want that spoiled for me. Like, no, it's fun.
And the fucked
it's
up
fun.
part is like the new episodes they air at like 6 a.m. So technically it could still be spoiled if you didn't watch it as soon as you woke the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry, I have a life.
Right.
Like, guys, I have priorities. I can't just watch The Mandalorian at 6 a.m. Like, it's just I have other things. So, you know, like there's some things I just kind of stay off social media. Like I'm watching the very last season of Mr. Robot, and I'm just staying away from any. Like I like stay off of certain parts of Reddit and stuff like that. I just don't read it because I don't want to spoil for me. Right. But like the funny thing is, people who have a problem with the week to week, I'm like, the biggest shows in the world have been week to week.
Yes, Game of Thrones was week to week.
You used to watch television,
right? I don't know. I don't know why people think that's
like you're 12,
right? And it's just so funny because the reason why, I mean, yes, Game of Thrones is a very popular show and it's fun and everybody enjoyed it up until like the last season or whatever. But the reason it became so big, I truly believe, is because it's week to week. You have a week, everyone's discussing it. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. That's how you build actual huge momentum for a show. It's really hard. If you think about it, it's really difficult to build that momentum when everybody can watch 13 episodes in a weekend and then it's just done.
Then you forget about it.
There's no momentum.
On to the next thing.
Right. And then you get the whole thing like, again, I understand why Netflix did it, right? It's to stand out. But then you get the whole other thing of like, hey, nothing on Netflix. Yeah, because you just blazed through like seven seasons of a show, right? And like, yeah, there is nothing else. Sorry. You have to wait till next season. So I get it. I mean, I get both ideas, but I like the fact that I have to wait week to week to kind of just be like, think about it and like be excited for it.
I finished Jack Ryan season 2.
Yes.
I mean, come on, man.
Season's so good, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Now that's one that I binged, and look,
I didn't binge it.
I was off,
but I watched 2 episodes at a time. I
was off. I watched like 1 episode one day, 1 episode the next day, and I was off one day, and I watched like 5. And I was like, yo, I couldn't turn it off. It was so fucking good. The season is great.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm glad doughy-faced John Krasinski finally got to be Captain America because that's what he wanted.
Boy, and it's funny. I can't see what's Captain America. I'm like, maybe watch season 2 of Jack Ryan because
he don't have a face. He don't have a face.
He don't have the chisel jaw.
He don't have the chisel jaw. He's got these. It just don't work, yo.
I mean, those are gonna be under a helmet.
Nah, yo, they're gonna be sticking out the helmet. He's gonna look like Ross Perot.
You double stick tape. You just like
Nah, he doesn't have a face. He doesn't have like the chisel face of a war hero. He's got the face of an analyst.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A badass, but still an analyst.
But I do like that show, and I like
Wendell Pierce.
Yes, Wendell Pierce. I almost called him Bunk. I like Wendell Pierce.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that Doug Stamper is back.
Mike November.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that he's on that show.
Yeah,
I like his character.
That show's really good. Watch it.
Yes, it's on Amazon. If you don't know.
And my wife saw a preview of a show called The Morning Show, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's the Apple TV
shit."
Yeah. So I said, "All right, look."
I haven't seen it. I'm just really curious.
I said, Apple offers their service for 1 year for free.
If you have what?
If you have a device.
No, you're not serious.
Look on your thing and see if it offers it to you. It offered it to me.
Really?
You think I would have paid another $5?
No, but they gave away the first 2 episodes of all of their shows for free.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
No, I'm watching. No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sign up.
Yeah,
I want to see this bullshit because I'm definitely not signing up for a second year. I can tell you that. All right, so you watched the morning show. How good was it, Micah?
It's not bad. It's not as bad as some people are making it out to be.
Oh, because a lot of people said it was fucking hot ass garbage.
It's not hot garbage, but you know what it is? It's fake ass newsroom. It's not as good as the newsroom.
Oh, I like the newsroom.
I like the newsroom. It's not as good as the newsroom, but it is clearly trying to be the newsroom.
And Steve Carell is on this.
Steve Carell. So the morning show is stars Jennifer Aniston as Steve Carell as 2 morning show hosts a la the Today Show. Meredith Vieira and Matt Lauer, right? These are these people.
Matt Lauer's a fucking...
That's what Steve Carell's character is. Steve Carell is the Matt Lauer analog. The show starts with Steve Carell getting a call saying that he got fired because women have come out and said that he has sexually sexually assaulted them or harassed them.
Does he have a button on his desk that slams the door closed so he can rape them?
He flips the fuck out. He was like, "What the fuck is going on? It was consensual. They wanted it." Like, you are literally saying all the wrong things. And but everybody loved him, right? Like, he was the one that everybody loved. And Jennifer Aniston is there, but she's kind of aging out of the role.
Oh, so it's real life.
Well, so, and
but it's Marvel's fault.
And her character's job was on the chopping block. But because these women came out and Steve Carell's character is like, "Oh, what the fuck?" His character got fired. Now they got to keep her on for a bit because they can't immediately cancel her right after they cancel him, right? Okay. Because they were like, they were America's mom and dad, right? That you wake up with every morning, right? Mm-hmm. But she is a little embittered, and because she knows she's getting older, and she's in contract negotiations because she knows that they don't want her. And all of a sudden,
this is like her real life. That's crazy.
And right, which is one of the knocks in the show, right? Because it's not original at all. It's like we're just. It's
used to be on a show called Pals. It's weird,
right? But one of the execs sees Reese Witherspoon, who is a up and coming reporter from West Virginia, brings her up, and eventually. She's going to be partnered with her. And
aren't they like the same age in real life?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
They're probably like 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm. And it's very obvious that there's going to be tension between those two characters, and the goal for the network is to push out Jennifer Aniston's character and have Reese Witherspoon's character be the female. So it's
Fox
fine.
News.
It's fine. It's not bad, but it's fine. And look, if you get Apple TV for free for that 1 year, I would check it out. I don't know if I would pay $5 for it yet.
Did you watch C at all?
No.
All right, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like blind people. I think they're beautiful. Their eyes are gorgeous. Can't see shit. I'll watch C after I watch the morning show. Again, this is another show that comes out week to week. But
I'm telling you, I think it's unsustainable to have all of your shows be bingeable.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
you can't do it.
It doesn't make sense because they give, like, what if you get like 3 months for free or whatever, right? In some of these deals, right?
Right. You just burn through.
It and then just, all right, don't need it anymore. Like, nah, they want to keep you there. They want to keep you there.
Look, I think the best
it builds anticipation, Like, where's the foreplay, Like, it's just like bang, 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 bang. Like, all right, I'm done with this show. I jizzed all over it. Now I don't need you anymore. Like, come on, man.
I mean, what's the last big show before we move on? What's the last big show that's really taken a part of like the zeitgeist that you could just straight binge? Like a Game of Thrones level show or Sopranos or something like that.
Oof.
There are none.
There are none, right?
Right.
I'm trying to think of something on Netflix that may have been like that. Like a show.
Because there's been like a movie, a documentary, the one where the guy was like fucking the whole family and shit. Like everybody was like, that shit was so insane. But
bananas.
That movie's nuts. I'm waiting for the next one of those too. Netflix always got one of those waiting in the wings.
Right.
Like, just some absolute lunatics.
I mean, I guess you could say, what was that? The Making a Murderer? That was was that one show? I don't even remember.
No, that was a series.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that,
kinda, but
I still wouldn't put that on the level.
It wasn't Breaking Bad, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like you said, The Sopranos or anything like that.
I think you have to have those breaks in order to build that anticipation, and I think it's funny how people want Breaking Bad quality shows or Sopranos or Game of Thrones, but if everything is bingeable, you'll never get there because you just cannot build people talking about it. Like, you just can't. Like, Orange is the New Black was in the beginning, at least in my opinion, a very good show. If that show was week to week, I think that show would have been way bigger than it was. Yeah. I think it would have been, just because people were like, damn, did you see that thing? Like, it's water cooler talk, right? Yeah. But when, like, movies... it's basically like comparing them to movies, right? You watch a movie, people talk about it for maybe a week or two, and then it's dead. Like, that's it. Next movie comes out. But a show, if it's continuing 24 episodes, 12 episodes, 8 episodes, then people are like, oh, okay. Right? So it's interesting. But I think the reason why people really enjoy The Mandalorian the same way, you see that fervor, is because you got to wait. Yeah. Watchmen is the same example. People are just like, "Yo, the show is really good."
Yeah, it's
same
really.
It's super good. Nick, at the beginning of this last episode, I was like,
I've only seen the first two. I got a lot to catch up.
I haven't finished the third one, but you are going to be very interested in the beginning of that third episode.
And like,
wait, how many episodes?
Or whatever the latest, four.
Yeah,
that's or fifth. Like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, you're 5. Yeah,
it's but like and stuff like that. That shit was intense, man.
Yeah.
I can't just sit back and watch 8 hours of that.
No, yeah, that's too much.
I let that shit digest, man. I let it marinate.
Thank you. But you have to, shout out to him. Sadly, he's gone now. But you got to give it time. You got to give it time. So,
before we move on, I saw Gemini Man.
Oh,
I love a bad Will Smith science fiction movie.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Look, this movie, I absolutely see why it flopped. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
I'm gonna probably love it then.
The whatever.
You're a bit of a Will Smith apologist.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am too, but like, like this nigga, it's not good. Like, the cardinal sin for an action movie is for it to be boring, right?
Yeah.
Oh, please don't tell me
the action sequences, they're dope. They're kind of like the when they first meet, it's dope. It's cool. Like, they have this sequence.
The motorcycle scene.
The motorcycle. Some of the CG is trash. Some of it is just garbage. Where he jumps up, he jumped like 19 feet in the air. That was terrible. And he got kicked in the face with a motorcycle tire. That was wild. It's just not really that good. Like, it's mad boring when there's no action going on.
Is this an Ang Lee movie?
It's an Ang Lee movie.
That explains.
Yeah,
he's not an action director.
The interesting thing is, like, this movie was filmed in 120 frames per second, and people that have seen that version of it say it's better. Yeah, because whatever technology he used for his face, which is hit and miss like a motherfucker. Like sometimes it looks really good. Like there was one scene when he's driving a car and it's head on, and I'm like, yo, that's really good looking. And then there's sometimes when there's certain angles, it looks like a deep fake, like a bad deep fake. His mouth moves all weird and shit. I'm like, because you can tell, like when it's CG, like they have the uncanny valley with the eyes, but if they can get past that, the other thing you can tell is by the mouth, the way the mouth moves when people are talking. Yeah. Like the upper lip moves really weird.
Yeah, it's like somebody put grease on the film.
It's fucking strange. Like their teeth are always shown, regardless of who the actor may be.
Oh, that's like bad video game rendering.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like that happens.
Oh, is it? No, that's what. What's her name? Carrie Washington in American Son. Right?
It's so weird. I'm like, why didn't you just de-age him? But it's like he's in the movie for so long. That would be a lot of. I don't know what costs more, the de-aging technology or whatever the fuck they use for his face.
I mean, but
it's wild because like even his physique is smaller. As young
interesting.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, okay, that's
it's kind of dope, but like
they didn't.
The technology needs a little bit more work. Yeah. For whatever the fuck they did. But again, it's not terrible, but it's not good either.
It's very mediocre.
It's folding laundry. Because the plot is retarded. Like it's just
that I do not
like
know.
You can't like they cloned him to be because he's like the best assassin. But like you clone the person, not the skills.
Right, not the skills.
How the fuck does that work?
You don't clone the life experiences and things. Yeah.
And he's like a child when he's like they don't clone him and he's like 20 years old. He's a child. They gotta raise him. So when he clone him, he's a kid.
That's
so
why
I guess you gotta teach him.
That's why Jango Fett is a badass and Boba Fett is a piece of shit.
Yeah. And Django's a thief. It's not even a real Fett.
It's just watch it like in the background.
I'll wait then. I'll wait till HBO or something.
I'll wait till it comes on Hulu. I don't care enough.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're putting it in 120. Well, you got to have a fucking TV.
Right, you got to have the proper TV for it.
Yeah. But don't most 4K TVs, they don't have like 120 refresh rates? Now?
Some of them do. Not all.
Like right off the rip, not that fucking smooth motion bullshit that you got to turn on.
Yeah, that's whack, by the way.
Yeah.
No, what's the one that you had? Like 200 and something. It was different hertz.
It was 20. It was 24 hertz television.
24 hertz. It is so jarring to me, but I love the way it looks.
Yeah.
Every time my wife, I won't give her name. Every time my wife sees those in like we're in a store, she's like, what the fuck? she doesn't like the look of it.
The soap opera motion is going on.
I actually enjoy it. I think but it's very
on what you're watching.
It's very disorienting.
Yeah, it depends on what you're watching. Like if it's an action movie, it's cool. Which is why I can see if you're watching this in 120 frames, it would look really good. But like, if you're just watching some people talk, I'm like, nah. Stop.
Yeah, you got to be watching like a slow motion nature documentary.
Planet Earth. Right. All right, stupid and weird tech this week. Somebody put this. I assume it's you, Mike.
Yeah, because poor white trash and broke black garbage need board games to play. Did you click on it yet?
No, I did. What is this? One of the titles I come over and look for?
Oh, well, just click on it. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about.
What the fuck is this?
So okay. That's pretty goddamn funny.
So this is a new board game that's coming out. It's called...
Wait, hold. Did Brad plays this? Is this on tabletop for two?
I hope so. I hope, but Brad, if you don't play this game, you are failing at your job.
Yeah, you are. You fucking up.
It is.
I want a review.
The name of the game is The Maury Game, You Are Not the Father.
How does this work as a board game?
You swab the inside of your cheek.
It is literally a board game based on that segment of the Maury Povich show. So this is just a description.
Wait, what? I wasn't wrong.
This is a description from the publisher of the game.
Fuck,
all right, this is the official description of You Are Not the
fucking hilarious.
Based on the popular paternity test episodes of the long-running American TV talk show The Maury Game, You Are Not the Father, recreates all the outrageous back and forth drama that you'd expect as two 2 to 6 players attempt to prove that they are not the father of a fictional child.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Each player starts the game with their own DNA tester.
Come on, yo. Come on, yo. That's insane.
Each player starts the game with their own DNA test results envelope that contains 2 "You Are Not the Father" cards and 1 "You Are the Father" card. At the end of the game, one of these cards will be pulled at random from your envelope. If the "You Are the Father" card is pulled, you lose. And everyone else will
That's really offensive. That's really offensive.
Players take turns playing argument cards to badmouth their opponents, gain popularity with the audience, or add additional "You Are Not the Father" cards to their DNA test results envelope, all in an effort to increase their odds of pulling the "You Are the Father" card at the end of the game. We have come full circle into idiocracy. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Yo, the sentence, if the "You Are the Father" card is pulled, you lose.
You lose the game.
Is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever read in my entire fucking life.
The funny thing is,
so fucked up.
I want to be mad, but this is so fucking hilarious to me.
Yo, and it's gonna sell like gangbusters. This is gonna be the new Cards Against Humanity. This for
I'm buying Brad
cards.
this for Christmas. Hell yeah! You know what, Brad? I hope you're listening. You getting this motherfucker for Christmas? Holy shit!
If you want to,
This is bananas.
if you want to play Trifling Individual, the game, the Maury game, "You Are Not the Father," releases I think the last week of November, just in time for Black Friday. So there you go.
For Black Friday or a white Christmas, depending on what kind of trash you really are. Wow, this is amazing.
I heard about this shit. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's insane. If you pull the "You Are the Father" card, you lose. Yo, fuck you. Yo, yo, whatever asshole thought this. Where's my Richard Bay video game? That's all I'm asking.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Richard Bay?
Yeah.
Nigga, you remember Richard Bay?
No, I know.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Shut
He
up.
had sound effects, yo.
Yeah, that was the pinnacle of stupid daytime television.
Yo, you young kids, y'all don't know, man. Y'all will never understand what we watched as a child. Jenny Jones and Richard Bay and everyone's heard of Ricky Lake. Everyone's heard of Jerry Springer, but nah, I was always a Richard Bay guy. Like that guy was a fucking.
He was a pioneer.
Effects.
Yeah, he was a pioneer.
The sound effects.
His show got pretty ridiculous, pretty goddamn fast.
Well, shut up. Yeah, that's pretty goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, make sure you go to the nerdpocalypse.com/Amazon. Use that link whenever you buy anything on Amazon. We get a little bit of a kickback. You don't pay anything extra, and we get a little bit. Just a tiny 4 cents on every dollar. That does help us out. So make sure you do that whenever you buy anything on Amazon, because you know you're going to. Maybe you can buy the Richard Bay home game. I don't know. Maybe it'll be there. All right. Lightning round, Micah.
The Hollywood Reporters is reporting that Abe Forsyth, who recently helmed Lupita Nyong'o's zombie comedy Little Monsters, has been tapped by MGM to direct Robocop Returns, a new project which is being developed as a direct sequel to the original Paul Verhoeven film.
That feels offensive. I like Robocop 2.
I don't think I've seen Robocop 2, and once I heard Robocop 3 had ninjas in it, I was like, oh, I'm done.
I didn't say anything about Robocop 3 for a reason. I think Robocop 2 could live on in that universe, but Robocop 3 should not.
Robocop 2 is fine.
Yeah.
Robocop is such an 80s concept. Yeah. But I feel like it still works. I feel like you'll be able to pull this off now.
It's got to be super violent.
Well, it's got to be super violent, and I would like if I were rebooting RoboCop. It obviously can't be this RoboCop Returns, but I would want I would probably want RoboCop to be like a minority, like a black RoboCop, but his like programming is fucking but like gangsters get a hold of him and shit, and they hate white people, so they reprogram RoboCop to start coming after white people. You know what I mean?
This sounds awesome.
Right. Like just so white people can see, because that's the only way that some white people can see injustice is if it's happening to them.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. This sounds great.
Does this sound great? RoboCop Returns? Do you want to see a direct sequel to?
I don't know who aped for. I didn't see Little Monsters.
So Little Monsters is actually on Hulu. I have not had a chance to see it. Apparently, it was pretty good. It's got an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
He's pretty young, 38.
Yeah. So apparently he pulled it off. And I think that was rated R. So it's not like he's afraid to do an R-rated sort of violent movie. So it was a zombie film. So
yeah.
But apparently it got Lupita Nyong'o to be in it, and he wrote and directed that. So yeah, we'll see. I'll have to check that out if I have some time. I did want to see it, but now that he's doing RoboCop Returns, it makes me want to see this even more. So that's fine. I mean, look, they had Neil Blomkamp was supposed to do RoboCop Returns, and that didn't happen. So I'm glad it is still happening. It sucks that he's not doing it, but maybe this guy's the right guy. I don't have an opinion on his work. So
it has to be better than that other
remake?
RoboCop movie, right?
Oh, the remake, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think it was horrible.
Where they kept his hand.
Yeah, no. Lose the hand. Like, it's a literal line from the... Did you watch the original? Yeah, he was just like a head, like a lung.
He was a head. He was a victim of Sub-Zero's fucking second fatality. Just a head and a spinal cord and a hand.
Yeah, it was
like,
weird.
Wouldn't a hand rot off?
You'd think. Yeah, you can't trust a guy if he doesn't have a good handshake. That's dumb. He's a robot man. He's a robot man. Who cares?
All right.
It's fine.
A new 2022 Star Wars film is expected to be announced in January, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Citing unnamed sources, THR reports that Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, I almost called her Kathleen Kennedy Townsend, has already chosen the director for the project, which would occupy the December 6, 2022 release date, previously reserved for the now aborted Star Wars film by the Game of Thrones showrunner Benioff and Weiss. What do you expect from this? The Skywalker saga is over. If you were making a Star Wars movie, what would you base it around? Would you base it in the Old Republic? Would you base it around a different type of faction? Would you make it a Mandalorian story now that the Mandalorian is firing on all cylinders? What would you do?
I go Knights of the Old Republic. I think you do something that is completely disconnected from what we've seen, and let the Mandalorian be its own thing. Right? I mean, Jon Favreau has talked about them possibly doing a Mandalorian movie at some point. That's fine. Let him do that. They clearly they have that figured out. Let them, like, what I'd like to see is a Jedi story. It could be a Skywalker story, right? Like, you could continue that sort of lineage if so be it, or not.
Do you want to continue Star Wars?
I don't.
I figured 9 is it.
Right, and I'm fine with that not being it. Actually, I think it's probably a good thing that Star Wars stops leaning on the Jedi, or not the Jedi, but leaning on the Skywalker so much, because there's too much baggage. Right? Like,
yeah.
People are so, I think a large part of them being upset is because it did not fit into the Skywalker story that they wanted. And the second you can pull out, that's why I think the Mandalorian works, right? Because they don't know what to expect. But if you know what to expect, you're like, but that's not what I thought it was going to be. Well, this is a thing that's completely different. So go with another rogue, go with a Jedi, do something else, but just pull it away from the Skywalkers. Knights of the Old Republic is perfect for that. Because you can still get lightsaber fights, and it's awesome and everything, but it's just completely disconnected from the Skywalker story. That's where I'd start.
Do you center it around the story of the game, or
no? Fuck that. Because again, people can be like, but the game set. No, fuck that. Or you know what? You could do, what was that? I don't remember where it is in the universe, but there were like those twins. They had a video game. There was a Star Wars video game. It was like one son was good, one son was bad, or something like that. It was one of these Star Wars games, and I just saw it was like the CGI fucking beginning, and the game is nothing like that, obviously. But the story was like those two guys.
I have no idea.
You could do that. You could do one about the fucking Howdy Doody Jedi that's in the new one.
Speaking of which, like, the further I've gotten to that game, the more I actually like it. Yeah, it's actually really fucking good.
Yeah. Everyone says shocking, but the thing is, everyone says it's really hard, right?
I cranked it up, and yes,
it's hard when you make it hard. But
yeah, if you put it on normal,
you can dumb it down.
Yeah,
but like I put it on the second the hardest, and I'm getting my ass handed to me.
Yeah,
like it's
an hour.
Good fucking
like,
lord.
Fuck this.
I fought one boss for like an hour.
No,
no. He beat the shit out. I'm like, yo, I want to. But yeah, but it's a good game. It's a
Break that right back down.
I was tempted, but the game will not defeat me.
Okay, wow.
But anyway,
what a weird vendetta. Yeah, look, I look forward to it. Just do something outside of the Skywalker story. What about you? What do you want?
I don't know. As long as it's different.
Yeah,
take some risk. Make some new memorable characters.
And don't make it a girl. It's sad.
Fucking make it a trans woman.
Good. Good.
Piss everybody off.
Yeah. No, good. You know what? Fuck it. Just two twins, trans, like a boy and a girl, but then trans.
And flip them.
Yeah. Fuck you. Man, like, just write your dumb fuck hashtags. Get woke or broke. Whatever. Write them now. Who cares? Just do it. Fuck it. And then they have a baby together. I don't know. Grow up. Stop being a dick. Yeah, next up.
Palm Clementif, who plays Mantis in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise and was recently seen in the new season of Black Mirror, has joined Mission Impossible. I'm sorry, I didn't read that whole sentence. Palm Clementif, who plays Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy franchise and who was recently seen in the new season of Black Mirror, played by that guy who wanted to fuck his best friend, this other dude.
She was Yahya Abdul Mateen's
character.
Yeah, she got the fuck Falcon.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't want to fuck a superhero? I mean, come on.
Not that superhero.
Has joined the Mission Impossible 7 and 8 casts.
Wow.
According to director Christopher McQuarrie.
A way to spoil her death
Yeah,
scene.
I guess she's not dying.
Yeah.
Specifics of Clementif's role have yet to be revealed, but we are guessing it will involve tons of kicking and punching and, of course, running. That is not my words. That is the words
that
of...
seems really offensive.
That is the words of...
like kicking, punching, and running.
Of this person from Slash Film. So, look, whatever. More the merrier.
Yeah, I liked her. I mean, I haven't really seen much of her outside of fucking Anthony Mackie through a video game. And obviously Guardians. That's fine. Yeah, I always enjoy new actors joining that franchise. So,
you know who else is going to be in it? Haley Atwell.
I know that. I know that very well.
Right.
Yeah, that's more than fine.
That is excellent.
Yeah,
that is if you needed any more reason for me to watch you a film, put Haley Atwell in it.
Yeah, she was also in Black Mirror.
Which episode?
She was in like one of the first season,
like first or second season. I think it's the first season actually.
What was it, the second episode?
I don't remember the episode.
Her husband died in like a car crash or something.
Yeah, and then she like had a robot that looked like him.
Yeah, something like that. No, I think that was the first season.
Yeah.
It was like the second or third episode.
I remember he touched her boob in that episode, and I was like, oh, lucky guy.
You lucky bastard. So yeah, look, these movies are good. Brad and I just recorded an episode of The Men with the Golden Tongues that dealt with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Wait, which one is that?
The one with Paula Patton.
That's the fourth one, right? Yeah. Oh, you did 3 already, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I don't want to be on that one. I think that one's okay.
You want to be on 5, right?
Which
or
one's
6? 5 is the best one. 6 is the one with Henry Cavill. 5 is the one where they fight the Syndicate.
Yeah, that one's good.
They fight the guy that talks like this. He's the main bad guy. And he looks like a fucking nerd.
I don't know who that is.
I forget who plays him.
There's some guy who talks like this.
The guy from Godfather?
Ryan Gosling? What the fuck?
Yes, it's Ryan Gosling. Yeah, 5's really good.
5 is my favorite.
Yeah, 5 is probably the high water mark. I enjoyed 6 though.
I really enjoyed 6.
Yeah.
I like 6 a lot.
5 is my shit.
Yeah, 5 is really good because 5's got the crazy water thing.
Yeah, you ever do this with movies? You ever like if someone has to go underwater, you ever hold your breath to see if you could hold if they're capable of holding their breath that long?
No, I'm not an idiot.
I feel like anything I would have said, you would have said that.
Maybe. Yeah, but no, go ahead. Not hitching my star to that wagon. Fuck out of here. No, but didn't he learn to hold his breath for like 6 minutes to do that scene?
Yeah,
He's
that scene.
But look, maybe he's really like he has powers. I don't know, guys. That's a really long time to hold your breath.
6 minutes
is a
I mean, you're damn near
long
brain
time.
dead. Like
Not Tom Cruise. No, Tom Cruise is a badass dude.
Hold the, all right.
Who the fuck learned how to fly a helicopter in 6 weeks? Tom Cruise did. And run the camera at the same time because fuck you. Every time I think, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm doing pretty good in life. And it's like, Tom Cruise learned to hold his breath for 6 minutes. Nigga, come on, yo.
Right.
Don't you have enough things on your resume?
He's turned into fucking Aquaman, for God's sake.
Yeah, he's like, oh, look at Jason Momoa. Oh, look, he's in the CGI. Bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they didn't let him play Iron Man because he was like, I'll just build the suit. I mean, I got a weekend. Now he's like a weird, like he has like weird mimicry issues, like or abilities. It's kind of crazy actually.
He's Taskmaster.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Just doing hurricane ranas against all these women in other movies. Like, Tom, stop doing that. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Although there have been reports Henry Cavill would not reprise his role as Superman in the DC Extended Universe following Justice League, the actor says he isn't ready to give up the part yet. Quote, I am not going to sit quietly in the dark as all this stuff is going on, Cavill told Men's Health. I've not given up the role. There is a lot I have to give for Superman yet. A lot of storytelling to do. A lot of real, true depths to the honesty of the character that I want to get into. I want to reflect the comic books. That's important to me. There's a lot of justice to be done for Superman. The status is, you'll see.
Okay.
Look, I think his
green light the goddamn movie.
I like his Superman. I think he can pull off earnestness, especially now that he's gone through his sullen phase. And I would really like to see him be like the Boy Scout Superman, that the Jesus analog that everyone wants him to be, without all that fucking Jesus imagery, Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it's a little too on the nose. Yeah, I'd like to see him really do it. I'd like to see him really get a chance. And I want to see a director who can really, like, couple the action with a good story. Because I think Cavill is a good Superman. You just give him a really good story. I think he could tear it up.
Yeah.
I think he could. There's no reason, by the way, there's no reason why a well-done Superman movie isn't $1 billion movie. Like, there's no reason.
Especially in this country. Like,
You know, people love Superman.
people love Superman. It's right, it's Superman. Yeah.
He's got the lamest fucking name because it's the first one.
All right.
What kind of man is he? He had superpowers. Superman? Okay. And then Batman. That's weird. You could have named him after any animal. They're like, I don't know, a bat, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I like it.
Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage has spent the past several years knocking out one low-budget yarn after another, making disposable thrillers or interesting oddities, sometimes in the same year. Other than some occasional voice work, the last major studio release starring the actor was 2011's Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, based on the Marvel character, where he took a piss while shooting fire out of his dick. But now, Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage could be back, not that he ever went away, in a big way, as he finds himself in the center of a hot deal for a project in which he would play one of the most iconic characters in Hollywood, Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage himself. Beating out several suitors, such as HBO Max and Paramount, Lionsgate is in final negotiations to pick up the unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yo, that name is insane.
The Hollywood Reporter has learned. The Meta Movie project has a script by Tom Gormican? Whatever. By some nigga named Tom and his buddy Kevin. Once the deal is done, Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage would star as Academy Award-winning actor Nicolas Cage. The character is desperate to get a role in a new Quentin Tarantino movie while also dealing with a strained relationship with his teenage daughter. He also occasionally talks to an egotistical 1990s version of himself who rides him for making too many crappy movies and for not being a star anymore. Yo, come on, yo. How is this not... Yo,
This is how he gets the second Oscar. This is it.
Yeah, and he's going to fool you all into giving him another fucking Oscar. Yo, this is... I am so excited for this. I cannot tell you how fucking... Yo... I'm turgid waiting for this movie to come out.
Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage, where then he will, in said movie, talk to a younger version of himself.
Yes.
Are they going to be doing like the de-aging shit?
I hope not. I hope not. I just hope like in one scene he's got a beard, and the other scene he just doesn't have a beard. It's like, fuck it.
What was that story where he played a mom and he played a one of the parents of these kids, and the parents were killing the kids?
That was Mom and Dad.
Yo, I love that movie.
That movie's not good.
I love that movie.
It's directed by
the Ghost Rider guy.
Yeah, one of the Neville Dean. I think it's Neville Dean.
Neville Dean. Stupid name.
Like Bob Neville Dean.
Yo, this is the greatest news to ever happen to cinema.
Is it?
It is, man. It is. You shit on Nicolas Cage all you want. You love some of his movies.
I do. Yeah, I do. It's true. I do.
And he's not, he's got a real call of the wild. Like he's a guy who is fucking interesting.
Hold on. Where did you get that quote from? Is it from what I told you?
Yeah, from what you told me.
Okay, I was going to say, I was like, I don't know a lot of people know that quote. So... I got a message that I got invited to a press call with Nicolas Cage for a movie that he was doing. And I was like,
what movie was it?
I don't even remember. I was like, it's a press conference, like a press call with Nicolas Cage. And I thought, maybe I'll get to ask Nicolas Cage a question, right? This is all I took off work for this. It was a complete waste of my time because they were like, well, we're not allowing people to have questions, da-da-da. And so we just listened to it. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm already home. Let me listen to this bullshit. And he's talking about the character and he's like, yeah, I really like this character. It's got a real call of the wild. And I fucking lost it. I can't remember. I got to look back at his work because it wasn't that long ago. This was just a couple years ago. But he's done 4,000 fucking movies.
Yeah.
He's got 103 bits of acting credit to his name.
According to sources, the script was shown to Cage along with a letter from Gormican pleading his case, saying how the piece was a love letter to the actor, not something that made fun of him. Cage was convinced and became attached in recent weeks. The interest in the project was so high that sources say Cage is lining up to achieve a payday that will put him in the same range he was when he was making studio hits such as Con Air and National Treasure.
Wow. You know what movie it was? It was Army of One.
Oh, yo.
That was the movie where he played the guy who tried to go to Afghanistan with a sword and kill Osama bin Laden.
I mean, that character does have a real call of the wild.
He does. In fairness, it's a pretty solid way of describing it.
He knows what he's doing, man. Yo, Nicolas Cage is honestly, yo, when that guy writes a book, I'm getting that shit. Get that shit for me for Christmas. Or Kwanzaa.
I'm gonna buy you anyway.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa?
Yeah.
Which day?
Black Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. Imani. Give me for that day.
Which one is that?
The first one?
The Imani Day. The one that starts with I. The one whose name I only know because of the woman named Imani.
I don't know the rest of the days. Emoji?
Emoji. Yeah, that was one.
Is it
Emoticon?
Emoji?
Umoja? Emoji?
Sure.
Look,
Hey, yo,
I'm not black enough, yo.
Look, the only thing I know about Kwanzaa, besides I have a Blenora, is is the Kwanzaa Timmy song from SNL. Hey, Kwanzaa Timmy,
Kwanzaa
what you gonna give me? That shit's hilarious. All right, next up, movie and TV news this week. Noah Hawley, who directed FX's Legion, is going to be directing the next Star Trek film. I got really excited for this because I think Legion is a very well done show. It's a bit of a hard watch, I think, in a lot of ways, but it is very well done. But then I immediately got sad because I realized that everybody is not going to be back for Star Trek 4 because it all got canceled because Chris Pine wasn't getting paid enough. And then I read this article, and according to The Hollywood Reporter, Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana are all coming back. So they are in fact back. They did get the contract negotiations fixed, so everybody's coming back, which is great. No word on Chris Hemsworth coming back, but my guess is they're going to probably change the story altogether. So
yeah, he played his dad. Why would he come back?
Well, there's like time travel and stuff, if you remember in the first one.
All right.
Yeah. So, or not time travel, but there was like an alternative universe kind of thing. That's fine. Look, I like Star Trek 1. I did not like 2, and I like 3. So, and Idris Elba was 3 was good. Idris Elba was a good villain. It was cool because he was wearing makeup almost to the very end of the movie before you ever got to see, his pretty face. So that was cool for him. I thought, like, he was just playing a fucking alien.
Isn't he in that new Cats movie?
Yeah. Yeah, Carrie's going to be reviewing that one. I didn't send that one over to you.
Why would you?
Just fuck with you.
Like, you want to see Cats? I don't look no different than the goddamn stage play to me.
There's nothing about Cats, the stage play or the movie, I have any interest in.
Just a bunch of people and look like cats. That's what I'm seeing. I remember them damn commercials used to come on when I was a kid. I'm like, this shit looks fucking weird.
I don't want to see Zoobly Zoo in a fucking movie. I don't need Ben Vereen singing to me. I'm fine. There's nothing about it I find interesting. There's not. I don't even know what it's about. I don't really like cats. I don't really fuck with cats in real life, so I don't fuck with human-sized cats.
What the fuck is that about? What the hell is Cats about?
Micah, you're a
I don't like cats for real. I don't like the felines.
Just asking questions.
I look down on you if you have a cat. Sorry. As much as I hate dogs, like, I would be a dog person. I would not be a cat person. Cats don't love you.
No.
Cats are like your shitty roommates.
Yeah, they hate your guts.
Right. They're just waiting for you to die so that they can eat your flesh.
Yeah, they're going to eat you. That's true. This next story is...
this is... I can't even fathom.
I burst out laughing when I saw this story. A studio executive back in the day, it was 1994, had suggested that they had an actress that could play a Harriet Tubman. This quote says, picture 1994, this is a great script. let's get Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman, said the then president of a studio sublabel. Fortunately, there was a single black person in the studio meeting 25 years ago who told him that Harriet Tubman was a black woman. The president replied, "That was so long ago. No one will know that." Niggas, Harriet Tubman.
What? Like, that's like uber racism, right? Or ignorance.
It's
like,
both.
It's both.
It's both. Because he was brought out of ignorance. Harriet Tubman's a black person. Fuck that black bitch. Get this woman who made her name playing a prostitute to come play this freedom fighter.
But how you gonna explain the slavery part though?
Right, like
you just have to change that whole story.
Yeah, it would have to be a story. Well, no, all you have to do is say based on true events. And then you're covered.
Yeah, the one part you changed, her being white. Pretty big part. Can you imagine in nigga, we were of a cognizant age. If they were like
the Harriet Tubman story starring fucking, what's this bitch? Julia
we were in
Roberts.
high school, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
What, 1994?
Yeah. Right.
So it would have came out like 96.
Right.
I would have just been going into high school.
Nigga, I could have drove to the theater and thrown a tomato at the screen. That's insanity.
Yeah.
Like, I am of a cognizant age, and they'd be like, no, Julia Roberts is going to play. Like, I'm sorry?
First of all, if
she doesn't have the gravitas for that role. Meryl Streep is obviously the white woman you choose.
Even if it got to her, and she's like, you want me to play who?
There's no way,
Harriet
dude.
Tubman? Nigga, get out of my face.
There's no way. I don't believe that Julia Roberts would have been like, I'll take the role. I cannot possibly.
White woman would have taken that role.
No.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Scarlett Johansson is like...
A young ScarJo is like, this might be my big break.
Oh my God. I just find this story to be hilarious.
I want to know who the fuck it was.
Right, you got to name names, yo.
Yeah,
you can't say some egregious shit like this and not point the finger.
A studio exec. I want to know what his name is.
Because you lying, yo. Unless you name names, you got to be lying. You got to be lying, right?
Yo, it's Harvey Weinstein.
Right, he just wanted to get Julia Roberts in there. So
yeah, he was like, you want to play Harriet Tubman? Get my pants off first. Like, man, if you don't get out of here.
I find this hard to believe. I really do.
I do not. I don't find it hard to believe. I don't. Yo, Hollywood is wild.
I don't find the ignorance of white people hard to believe.
No.
I mean, you're right, but like, goddamn, that's crazy.
I mean, they had, what was the story? The story, I forget the name of the movie, about Richard Pearl. He was like an ambassador or whatever who was killed overseas. His wife was black. She was played by Angelina Jolie. They didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Okay. They were just like, just talking up that skin a little bit. Get out there. You've got Negro lips. I mean, she got some soup coolers, but I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, they just had her ass out there.
Well, I look forward to the Barack Obama story starring Richard Gere.
I mean, don't fuck around.
Yeah, now that it's out there, somebody will do it.
There you go. Angelina Jolie, Marianne Pearl.
Yo, they really did darken her skin a little bit.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yo, come on, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was she mixed?
I don't know. Angelina Jolie ain't.
I know. Yo, white people, y'all got problems.
I mean, that being said, yo, back in the day, Angelina Jolie was fucking fine as shit. She was. Then she lost like all the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, this is the same woman, yo. That's her.
Is that her? That's the dude.
That's yeah, Richard or Daniel Pearl. Excuse me, not Richard Pearl. Daniel Pearl. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up. They were just like, nah, don't worry about it.
You couldn't find a mixed woman?
Yeah, I'm sorry. He was a journalist, not an ambassador. I couldn't remember. Yeah, he was beheaded by terrorists in Pakistan. It's a really fucked up story. But yeah. Yo, the fact Julia Roberts, yo, that's not even close. Like, if you said Halle Berry, I would still be like, that's offensive. But at least Halle Berry is black.
God damn.
Like, even if you said, like, a white woman with, like, brown hair, like, she's a redhead. Like, there's literally nothing about Julia Roberts other than the fact that they're both women.
Right, but my question is, why? Like, okay, let's say that Harriet Tubman was a white woman. That makes no sense. But is Julia Roberts really the right actress for this role? I feel like there are other actresses who could pull a better performance
in 1995.
No, you got to go with somebody else.
How old was she in 1995?
Julia Roberts.
Right around Harriet Tubman's age? What does that even mean? You know what? Fuck it. Harriet Tubman played by Julia Roberts. I'm fine with it now. It's a real missed opportunity. No, that person should have been fired on the spot. Right. What about Julia Roberts? Harriet Tubman's black. Yeah, but people aren't going to remember that. You're fired. You need to leave. Get the fuck out of it. People won't remember it. Bitch, it's in history books. What the fuck are you talking about? If you don't know nothing else about black history, you know Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and fucking Harriet Tubman. If you don't know anything else about black American history.
That's offensive as fuck, man.
It is.
Like, the fact that he didn't know who she was. Because he couldn't have.
Right. You wouldn't have suggested.
Like, you wouldn't have suggested fucking Julia Roberts. Okay.
I like how
if he still is in Hollywood.
Probably.
It was why he ain't naming names. Like, if the guy was dead. Right, I would have named
fuck that. I named the fuck out that.
Steve said that shit. Him over there. But what's actually super wild is, like, the guy relating the story is like, there was one lone black face and there was like, she's black. What about everyone else?
What about the white people?
Right, was it a meeting with that one black person?
Right, like, my nigga, no. Like, you're not allowed to say that. Yeah, I know, but this is pretty wild, right? Tyrone, can I say nigga this time? I'm like, yes. Come on.
That's insane.
Oh, boy. My goodness. Wow. I had to put that on there. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Todd Phillips, director of Joker, the most successful R-rated movie of all time now, has crossed $1 billion this week. Is in fact reteaming with Joaquin Phoenix for a follow-up to the $1 billion hit, making Joker 2.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it worth can you do a sequel?
You could do a sequel, of course.
Yeah, you can do a sequel, but don't.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should. No.
Because this was supposed to be a one-off. Right?
Right. That's what we were told.
That's what he said, right?
That's what he said.
Oh, it's a real movie. Not a comic book movie.
I just wanted to make my Martin Scorsese movie. And he did it. And he did it really well.
Not a big franchise movie.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to do
you don't like comic book movies.
Huh? A billion.
You wanted to make your own. Oh, wow. I made $900 million.
Why do you think that movie made $1 billion? Half the reason people went to see it was because of that comic book character that you titled it after.
Yes, right. But it was garbage, guys. I don't know if you know. Mediocre acting, or excuse me, mediocre writing with an actor in it.
Script.
With terrible script.
It looked fine, but the script was terrible.
I've never seen a more divisive movie in recent times.
It didn't.
I think our conversation last week. I think our conversation pretty much summed it up. Writing was terrible and mediocre. Acting was amazing, but what are they acting off of? Guess he probably riffed all that shit that he was saying and doing in the movie, right? Probably wasn't from a fucking script. But you know what? It's fine. Sometimes two things, you can't say both things at the same time. They don't really fucking make sense. But you know what? It's fine. Just say you didn't like the movie because it's a fucking serious movie and it's not a comic book movie that you wanted. Stop making up shit.
Or just say you just had a vendetta against it before it even came out. Which a lot of people had, and that's fine. Whatever.
It's fine. But don't say dumb shit that doesn't make sense. The acting in this is amazing. Really? Where'd they get the acting parts from? It's not ad-libbed. He did it based on the writing. The story didn't tell us anything. What did you want it to say? What did you want it to say? Again, these are things that don't make sense, but whatever. To me, they don't make sense to me. It's fine. Do you? I'm sure it's just like the Transformers movies or whatever. Because that's been the logic I've seen. Look, I don't need a second one. to me, if you're going to do a second one, they should then be starting to align with what Matt Reeves is doing with his Batman. Right? If you're going to do it, start to move in that direction. Like, I would be cool with that. Like, hey, this is going to be the one, because people are like, he's not as he is at the end of the movie, which, again, this criticism doesn't make sense to me, but he's not the formidable character that Batman would take on. I'm like, yeah, nigga, it was day one. It's like, yeah. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, that's been an argument that he's not the Joker that would go up against Batman. It's like, yeah, because Batman is the guy.
He's not the guy. Movie. He's not the guy gassing people and throwing like bombs and shit.
Right, like he's not this formidable crime boss. But
he just
Bruce Wayne is like 8 years old in this movie.
Well, Joker just started to be Joker before the end of the movie. How much time passes in the movie? Does like 12 years pass in the movie?
No,
where he fucking establishes himself as this crime boss.
No, Micah. And that's why that argument doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. That would imply that heroes or villains are who they are day one. That's not even how life works. Like, you're not born and then like, oh, I got a 40-hour week job. Like, that's not how it works. Unless you're trying to scam money out of a kid. But you'll pay for that. But it's I think if you're trying to do like a second movie, then that should be sort of his rise into being a crime boss, right? Like, as establish him as like this psycho who now has moved into the world in which we know, like in the main line of comics.
Let me ask you something. So I haven't watched the movie yet. I'll catch it when the screener comes around because it's Oscar season. But if this movie is his Taxi Driver / King of Comedy.
Right.
Does he do it again in the sequel? Or does this become a more contemporary film? Or does he play off another, or is it The Irishman with a clown in it?
Right. But that's
like, how does the sequel work?
Right. Because that's the problem, is if you take it and you take it out of what you got in the first one and you make it more mainstream, it's going to seem jarring.
Yeah. Right.
Right. And if you try to recreate another sort of slow burn, I mean, you could make it another kind of slow burn Scorsese style film. You could do that. It's just going to have to be, it would have to be less King of Comedy and Taxi Driver and more like Casino or something like that, right? Like just a straight crime film. Because
at this point he'd be established. Well, we would hope he'd be established.
He'd be established, right? So just make him a fucking crime boss then. Like what would actually interest me is his rise, and then like maybe you start to have him taking over and like taking on like the mob in Gotham, right? Where they're more traditional mob style shit, and he's just like, nah, fuck that.
So essentially the Dark Knight's version of the Joker.
Yeah. But again, do we need that?
No.
I don't think so. Right,
that's the problem. Don't do a sequel, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, your movie made $1 billion. You're getting greedy.
Right. To me, maybe this shows that like you got real skill, and I think he does have real skill.
Yeah.
Go do something else. Work with Joaquin Phoenix again, but just do something else.
Yeah, but $1 billion.
Right. But if you say movie starring Joaquin Phoenix with the director from The Joker, it could make $1 billion if it's good.
But
it's not like it's from like the producer of The Joker, which is such a bullshit thing people do.
But it don't have the name Joker.
That's also true. I don't know. Clown. I don't know. Whatever the fuck you
Big Joker.
Spades. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't need this. But you know what? I didn't think I needed this. And I was like, we'll see. And then that trailer came out and I was like, all right, nigga, you got me. So if they got a good story, I say do it. If you don't have a good story, don't bother. Because it's gonna come off as just greedy. But if you got a good story, I think it would be cool though if he was working with Matt Reeves and they were somehow simultaneously building to a connection. Like he comes in like Reeves' third movie or something. That would be actually really clever for DC to do. But because I just said that, there's no way they do it.
Yeah, but I thought Joaquin Phoenix had no interest in doing comic book movies.
Well, he had no interest in doing a bunch of like franchise films. But clearly he doesn't have a problem coming back. So
he doesn't have a problem making $1 billion.
Yeah.
Well, how much of that $1 billion did he get?
I bet he's probably getting a decent amount. Not of the billion, but I bet he's getting a decent amount of money.
He's probably getting a lot now for the sequel.
Yeah.
You want me to do this?
You want to put that makeup on again? All right. Where
it was all his performance.
Yeah, that's what carried it.
Yeah,
no doubt. From that terrible script. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Also, what doesn't make any sense? Paul Walker's character reportedly set to make a cameo in Fast and Furious 9, 6 years after the actor's death. This is exploitive to me.
Yep.
I don't care for this.
Yeah, man. Like it was a tragedy, right? But they were able to get through that movie, and they did what for that franchise could be the most emotional thing I've ever seen, right? Like that that's the only thing that would bring me to damn near to tears watching this franchise, this stupid franchise, right?
It was I have to say, it was one of the most solid send-offs to an actor who died in a franchise, like in real life. I thought it was actually really respectful.
Like they could have used that for the Oscar in memoriam that they do every year to celebrate, the life of people who have passed away. Like that shit was that good, and I am dumbfounded that a movie produced by Vin Diesel was able to do that. Yeah,
no, I agree with you.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
And now let's bring them back. Nah, yo.
Yeah.
No.
Like I get it, they missed their friend, but you're gonna cheapen.
You're gonna cheapen.
What are you gonna do? How are you gonna do this? That James Dean shit?
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, like
just hanging out in the background
and just walk away. It's probably his brother again, like doing the body double thing.
Yeah.
No, don't do this.
I think it's a mistake. I just let him die. Like, I mean, he had a great send off. What's fucked up is like the woman who played Jordana Brewster. Yeah, they basically just kind of wrote her ass out.
Like, well, he's gone. You were with him, so
she was like, "But I'm still alive." It was just like,
"But you were with him."
Well, my entire existence is related to this character.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, don't do this. This is fucked up. Very fucked up.
Yeah, I don't care for that idea. Next up, Elizabeth Banks has some thoughts on why Charlie's Angels didn't do well. I have some suggestions too, or thoughts. Nobody was talking about it at all. She says, look, people have to buy tickets to the movie too. The movie has to make money. If this money doesn't make money, excuse me, I guess she meant movie. If this movie doesn't make money, it reinforces a stereotype in Hollywood that men don't see women do action movies.
Terminator.
Yeah.
But that kind of flopped also.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but the original Terminators. Like, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that they're seeing it for Arnold, I guess.
Yeah, that's...
She also says, which I think is the big quote, men will go see a comic book movie with Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel because that's a male genre. So even though those movies are about women, they put them in the context of feeding the larger comic book world. So it's all about, yes, you're watching a Wonder Woman movie, but we're setting up 3 other characters, or we're setting up Justice League.
Those are male genres.
This is my issue with it. Like,
because Charlie's Angels is an action comedy film. Is that not a male genre? Is that not a genre that males like?
Yeah, we seem to be cool with
action comedies. Sure, yeah, I'm fine with them.
I thought the movie just looked bland.
Yeah, it just looked kind of. I hate having to criticize like female-led projects just because I want them to do well, but I want them to do well if they're good.
Yes.
And from what I see, I haven't seen it, from what I'm looking at reviews, it don't look that good.
I couldn't get any of y'all niggas to see it for free.
We didn't. When the fuck was the
right? When was it? I don't even know when the movie came out.
You didn't ask us.
I asked Carrie, and she was like, "Nah, I can't make it."
You asked Carrie. What the fuck?
I asked the one person who would have liked to see that movie. Y'all niggas saw that. Y'all, look, I remember when we did the trailer on the show, y'all were like, okay.
Yeah, because it looks like garbage.
Because it's Charlie's Angels, yo. Like, I don't give a fuck about Charlie's
You guys
Angels,
hate women, man.
Sorry, yo.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
give a fuck about Charlie's Angels.
I don't give a fuck about Charlie's Angels. I don't give a fuck about 20 or 21 Bridges. I don't care about those movies. I care about
right. Like, I don't, like, it doesn't, like, Charlie's Angels was not my thing. It came out before me, and then
70s.
And then it came out with Mick G as the director.
Yeah. I still think that movie, I think how bad those movies were truly hurt this movie.
Right.
Yo, I truly
That's who you need to be mad at.
The one man who fucked up. Those Big G movies are bad.
Here's the thing, because some people only know those movies.
Yeah.
If you're like in your 20s, you only know those fucking movies. So, I mean, people actually do like those movies. But here's the thing. This movie didn't look good. Like, you don't necessarily have any star power. I mean, you got Kristen Stewart. She's not selling tickets.
No.
This is not Twilight.
You needed an actual star.
You needed at least one.
Like, you know who would have probably, and maybe they asked her, maybe she turned it down, I don't know. But who would have actually probably gotten butts in the seats? Zendaya. She would have probably gotten butts in the seats.
Yeah, especially after like Spider-Man and all that other stuff.
And that other show she has on on
Euphoria.
Which I haven't seen, but I hear it's really good.
I feel kind of wrong watching it. Because it's about teenagers and shit. It's weird. But yeah, there's no stars. It looks terrible. And it's not because it was women. It's because like it just didn't look good. I did not know it came out.
You did not market that movie. Yo.
I literally did not know it. Is this a Sony movie? Again, Sony don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Columbia Pictures.
Columbia? Oh, okay. Wait.
Whatever.
Oh, so that's not.
Yeah, distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing.
There you go.
That's what you need to be mad at.
You know what movie made like $500 million that was had a woman lead? I mean, it's probably made that much probably because it was her. Lucy.
Yeah,
I saw that movie like 3 years ago. I didn't hate it. It was fine. But that movie made like $538 million.
Yeah, it made back. I never saw that, but
and Scarlett Johansson was the lead, and that's probably why.
Well, she's the most popular female actress.
Right.
Period.
So it's not like we don't see movies with women. That's not true.
I feel like that. I feel like there was a lot of. I feel like there was a lot of push that was true, and it has been debunked time and time again. It comes from the same logic that people don't go see people of color films like lead friends. Right. That has been proven massively incorrect by the Fast and Furious franchise, by Black Panther and stuff like that. It has been debunked. So just like that has been debunked, guys will go see action movies with women in it. They will.
Like those fucking terrible ass, what are those movies with Kate Beckinsale has done? They've done fairly well.
Those movies make way too much money. Right. Men need to be way more discerning. The fucking vampire movies?
Granted, like she's in black leather, but like, you know, the movies are not good. I have not necessarily enjoyed any of them.
No.
I mean, I've seen like 1 and 2, and then
I've seen all of them. Wow. I have seen all of I'm an idiot.
Like, cause after the second one, I'm like, fine, whatever, I'm done.
The third one was like really violent, or was the second one was really violent?
Which one had like the kid? Oh, that's something different.
No, the first one was bad. I saw that in theaters. I was like, this movie's gonna be awesome. It was not awesome. It was like vampire politicking. It was just bad. Everyone had leather jackets, which was cool, I guess. Then the second one was like really super violent, and then the third one was a prequel, which was really not good, and then the fourth one was like, what's the name of those movies?
Underworld.
I was like, Blood Rain? Those movies are bad, man. They're really bad, but they do make a ton of money.
Fucking Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's another.
Yo, come on, yo. Like as bad as those movies are, they made 6 of them.
Yeah,
right. And they made love them.
And they made a lot of money. Those movies made a lot of money.
They did. They actually did. They shouldn't have.
And
but
they're
they
trash, but people go see them.
Yo, I saw a part of the third or part of the last one. Yo, that is it. It became a straight up B movie, like a straight up B movie.
And those are all female led.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's from video games, and video games are a male genre. Women don't play video games. Like, how far do you want to go down that road? Right? People saw Tomb Raider. Like, it wasn't good.
It wasn't
but
great,
people
but
saw
have seen all of the Tomb Raiders. I don't know how much money they've made, but like, no, they didn't flop.
No, they keep making them. Yeah. Well, they're making a second one. So, I mean, look, the last Resident Evil movie, which was a straight up B movie from what I could tell, made, I'm confused by that. Oh, $312 million worldwide. That's not bad on a $26 million budget. That's not bad at all.
That's a big return of an investment. Like, come on.
That franchise has made $1 billion.
I mean, it took 6 movies, but you know.
You just got to keep banging that until you get it right.
It still made $1 billion.
It did.
Some fucking how.
What was that movie series that starred Jennifer Lawrence? Off of the
Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
That's a perfect example.
Like, come on, yo.
Because that's not a movie. Like, you even may be able, I guess, to say Resident Evil is like a film in like the male gaze, right? Like, I can understand that argument. The Hunger Games is not.
Right.
Like by its own material, it is about a woman. Like, literally, she's got like 2 dudes trying to like hook up with her. Like, oh, come to me, like they completely flip the genders in that. So, yeah, no, I think that's a piss poor argument, but it's a piss poor argument because your movie just didn't do well. It's okay, didn't do well. Get a better marketing team. It's just a fact. It's just a fact.
Literally nobody knew the shit came out.
Right.
Yeah, it's like how I feel about Apple TV.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit came out.
Or no, that's what you said, and I was like, you were telling me that new Doom movie came out. I was like, no, it didn't. Oh, it did. Yeah, who knows? All right, what the fuck brought to you by JTD? Michael, take it away.
I'm gonna fight JTD.
Let's see. Yeah.
Don't ever come out of Alabama.
Man blows up septic. A man blows up septic tank and spilled poop in his whole house after he lit a cigarette in the toilet.
Alabama.
I really didn't need a picture.
Alabama.
Going to take a poo in the toilet is for many people a pretty private moment when...
This is Britain. He said poo.
Where you're both...
Adults should not talk like that. I don't care for that.
Where you're both completely relaxed and also totally vulnerable. After all, when you are with your pants down, you have every intention of being at ease. And some people may choose to accompany these moments by using their phone or in some cases smoking a cigarette. But you might want to be careful when lighting a cigarette, as this story from this place comes to show. The incident which apparently happened in a location involves a man living in a location who was probably not thinking too much about what was going on. God damn it, just get to the fucking... All right, yes, after lighting up his cigarette, the man's toilet exploded. Actually, it wasn't just his toilet either, because as the story reports, the entire septic tank of the man's house exploded after it was all found that the tank contained too much biogas.
Who smokes on the toilet?
I don't smoke at all.
Oh, Mikey, you just finished doing drugs.
Yeah,
you just did marijuana.
Well, I did it the right way. And
outside, away from a toilet.
Right.
Sniffing.
What do you think this is?
London.
Well, it was
UK.
It was probably a UK story. It was probably from a UK website, which is why they said poo.
I'm
going to Alabama.
No, it is Indonesia.
Wow. Why is the septic tank so close?
Jawa, Indonesia.
Wait, what happened? He flushed the cigarette?
No. So
all the gas
how
from the septic tank came up into his bathroom?
Yeah.
What is that bitch 5 feet away? Like, my septic tank is like under... All right.
So it's like being at a campfire and farting.
Right.
And trying to fart a fireball and shit. That's what happened. The motherfucker lit up. It was like, took a shit, lit up, and then boom.
No.
Good Lord.
No. That's damn.
The force of the explosion was so strong.
Smoking is bad for your health.
No shit.
The force of the explosion was so strong it ripped through the man's home, breaking through the ground and destroying his living room, bedroom, and kitchen in the blink of an eye. But if that wasn't bad enough, his walls and floors were all stained brown.
Forever.
Villagers heard the explosion and rushed to the man's house, only to find him standing in the middle of a crater like a goddamn cartoon character where his toilet used to be before lighting up a second cigarette to inhale from it, because what the fuck else you gonna do?
This is something.
This picture's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Apparently the man was badly injured during the incident.
Yeah.
Despite that, the man continued to hold onto his pack of cigarettes. So yeah, there you go. According to local authorities, a buildup of biogas in sewage tanks and pipes isn't unheard of, but they tend to be properly released in order to avoid possible explosions. Authorities also cautioned against lighting up open flames near septic tanks and pipes to prevent instances like this from happening. Or, you can maybe not smoke a cigarette for the, 5 minutes it takes to take a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nicotine, though.
Apparently.
It's a drug. Insane. It's a drug. All right, Terrence, you're up.
Doctors have removed a 7-centimeter long wriggling worm from a man's eye after he complained of it paining and itching for the last few years. This dude from this place desperately sought help from several doctors, but couldn't be diagnosed with any illness. However, a month ago, one medic spotted the parasite squirming at the back of his eye. And they have a video, which I am not going to watch.
No, thank you.
Fucking awful. This doctor and ophthalmologist at this place carried out a microscopic investigation on the man and found the parasite squirming in the back of the conjunctival surface, the white skin portion in the eye.
Ugh, God.
They pulled it out alive.
Why?
And they gave him a topical anesthesia.
Is this your nightmare scenario?
The patient, just put a bullet in my head.
No, we're going to take the worm out alive.
No, just kill me. Fuck off.
Shoot that goddamn worm. But it's in your eye. Do it.
Look, they got eye patches for a reason.
Yeah, I said, well, they're going to have to put 2 of them on, one on each side of your head. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is awful. Yeah, it is.
Yikes.
6.5 centimeters long.
It's a worm in a guy's eye. It's from a place over there whose city starts with an X and an I.
I'm just gonna go India, but I probably agree with you.
Gujarat, India.
Gujarat.
India.
Yep. Gross.
Look, it can only be in one of 2 places.
God damn.
It's either fucking China and India.
Yeah. It's a billion people in both places, and they're all making mistakes.
For years?
No.
Come on, man.
No, that's not acceptable. All right, my story. Woman marries 3 men at once after monogamous marriage fails.
Africa.
China.
They do that stupid shit over there.
36-year-old woman made national news headlines for marrying 3 men at once after her monogamous relationship failed. The daughter of a Christian pastor.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You don't know that. Daughter of a Christian pastor who got thrown into a pile of chairs. And motor oil spit in her face. Has been at odds with her Klansman.
All right. Yeah, you're right. 100% correct.
Again,
depends on what part of it.
Again,
I mean, we need to narrow it down.
Fine, nail it down to a country. Because it's 100% Africa. has been at odds with her clansmen ever since she decided to get multiple husbands. However, she's always defended her choice by saying that she has been married to only one man, like it is customary in her community, but her husband had turned out to be a big disappointment. She had wanted a, quote, tender, loving husband who can provide all my needs as a housewife, but he turned out to be utterly useless, so she left him and decided to try her luck again, this time with multiple men at once.
I don't know if that's a good idea either.
Was one of those men...
Nigeria?
Was one of those men so tough that he could strap a bucket of chicken I can't get it out. Okay, all right.
Yo, that's one of the most racist fucking lines I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
There's this racist joke that it's not like funny, but I find it fucking hilarious that this white guy said, and he said he was talking about the toughness of one guy, and he was like, this guy's so tough, he's the only guy I know that can strap a bucket of chicken to his back and ride around on a scooter in Ethiopia.
Yo, that is amazingly offensive.
Oh, Christ almighty.
That is amazingly offensive. Holy shit.
So I'm going to say Ethiopia.
Terrence?
Nigeria.
The answer is Uganda.
Yep, that's about right too.
Yeah. So this lady is out there. No trailers this week. There was a trailer for V Wars. Doesn't look that great.
I was just looking at it.
Yeah, it's okay. Nothing to write home about. That's going to be on Netflix. It's based on a comic, by the way. Any other things before we get out of here?
Nope.
All right. That's it for us, guys, and we will see you next week.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.